There's another problem, John, that is beginning to surface, a potential canary in the coal mine, so to speak, and that is involving private credit, which honestly, John, it's starting to appear like this space is imploding. A lot of our viewers have already heard about Blue Owl by now, but now there appears to be some sort of run on the bank, John. So we've seen BlackRock, which has limited withdrawals on its flagship private debt fund. I don't ever recall hearing about BlackRock limiting withdrawals before, John. JPMorgan is marking down loans, and they have openly acknowledged that they are going to be a lot more cautious with who they lend credit to. And then, John, if you look at some of these performance of the trading, these different instruments, private equity, credit, I mean, John, this is awful. Look at this relative to the S&P 500 over the last 12 months. I mean, that is not good, and it's getting much worse by the day. So, John, here's the question for you. Is this a huge concern of yours? Is this keeping you up at night? What do you make of all this?
It's certainly something I think we need to follow, and like you said, it could be that canary in the coal mine. And if we believe in price as information, this market is definitely telling us something. But I think there's a lot to unpack in this, Thomas. And I think what we need to do is we have to think about where we've come from and where we are in current market conditions. And so let me see if I can kind of explain what I'm saying here is that, credit markets, private credit markets allow non-traditional lenders to deliver benefits to investing in what we would call illiquid markets. Companies who want to have access to credit markets, but these might be high growth companies. They might be looking to expand their capital expenditures. But a lot of these companies, they either don't have the assets or the revenues to collateralize their debt. So they're willing to pay a higher rate to allow them to get access to this credit. So we've just come through a credit cycle with this AI where, AI needed like over $1.5 trillion of credit. And it's estimated that private credit has stepped in and is funded at about $800 million to $1.2 trillion of that credit. So private credit investors, they know that when they go into these markets, that their money is locked up for a period of time. In other words, their ability to get those high-end rates, they give up having access to their monies, or in other words, this acceptance of illiquidity. Now, private equity market makers, for many reasons, have wanted to access the individual investors 401ks, which is like trillions and trillions of dollars. But retail traders also wanted access to these private credit markets because of these great returns. And what is happening though is that retail traders, they're kind of fickle, and emotion drives their decision-making process. And when you see, a story like this, and this is kind of what you were pointing out, where there's these fears that a lot of these software companies that private credit funded might go out of business, those loans would go into default. So when you're hearing like these banks or BlackRock, this is just a risk management. And they're basically telling you is, hey, this is what you signed up for. We're only going to do 5% redemptions. But some of the smaller private credit firms have succumbed to the pressure of redemptions. And what they do, and to relieve that pressure, what they do is they sell some of those assets. And that's kind of what we're seeing here, is that exodus of money from the private credit. So that's putting a squeeze on some of these smaller companies, including Blue Owl Capital. And so what they do is they sell some of the loans. But companies like JPMorgan are now saying, well, those loan portfolios are now, in our minds, worth less than what they originally were designed. And so when they go to borrow money, these smaller companies, that's difficult to borrow money because their originals, let's say they loaned out $100 and now they're only worth $80. It makes it difficult for them to borrow. And so this creates a negative feedback loop. So I think what we would take away here, Thomas, is I think this is important for us to watch to see if one of these smaller companies implodes, but private credit, the redemption should work. It should help retain these runs on these companies. And as long as that happens, then I think we'll be okay. But if it does, if we do see loan defaults or assets don't hold up over time, then this can all collapse like a house of cards. But the thing is that it might collapse in slow motion because the redemptions can only happen at 5% at a time. And if you look at Al, I mean, this is kind of interesting. I don't know when we must have done a story on this because I just pulled this chart up this morning, and you can see we kind of did some technical analysis on this when this head and shoulders descending neckline. And it looks like we're getting pretty close to that objective. So, I think this is something we need to keep our eye on, and it's definitely a concern of mine.